Ben Affleck and Jennifer Garner spent the weekend together paintballing with their kids.
He looks really happy. He never looks that happy.
You never see him smiling, especially with a significant other, I feel like.
And Ben Affleck's love life is getting kind of interesting all of a sudden.
I mean, he's so happy with his ex, Jen Garner.
Drama alert. Even though none of these people are even together anymore, the Jennifer Lopez, Ben Affleck, and Jennifer Garner love triangle just can't seem to stop serving us even more juicer drama. Get this, Ben and Jen have been getting pretty close of late, and Ben seems to believe Jen is the love of her life. Now, Jennifer Lopez didn't love hearing this, considering she brought in Jen Garner to save their marriage, and now she is fuming because she feels betrayed. Could it be that Jen Garner sabotaged Ben and Jenny's marriage so she can have Ben all to herself? Y'all, this drama is way too juicy, so let's get straight into it. Now, to call Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck's relationship complicated would be a complete understatement, because complicated can't even begin to explain the drama that these two have. However, even with all that went on, these two deep down seem to somewhat care for each other, even though time has proven that that simply isn't enough to keep their relationship going. Those two had one of the most disastrous marriages Hollywood has ever seen. And even after their divorce was finalized, it seems things between these two have gone from worse to now borderline toxic. You see, ever since Ben and Jenny broke up, Ben got extremely close with his other ex-wife, Jen Garner. This was in full display during the devastating LA fires. Among the people affected by the fire was Ben. Ben got forced to evacuate his house since he and Jen lived in the same neighborhood. He was seen rushing from his home to her place with a devastated look on his face. Now, at the time, Jen hadn't evacuated her house yet, but everyone in that area was on standby anyway. It was unclear whether Ben was rushing over to check on Jen and his kids, or he was fleeing his house. Now, once this news started trending, people online started saying that it seems that despite the fact that Jenny had offered her help to Ben, y'all, Page 6 reported that Jenny was extremely stressed for Ben's well-being after she heard he was being evacuated, and she began checking up on him, making sure to let him know that she would be there for him and his kids to assist them in whatever they needed. However, it seemed that Ben preferred to rush to Jen Garner rather than accept Jennifer Lopez's help. Now, ever since then, Jen Garner and Ben have only grown closer and closer, and recently, Ben was seen getting extremely cozy with Jen while they were out paintballing with their kids. Now, once this video of Jen and Ben started doing the rounds, Jennifer Lopez happened to see it, and according to a source close to her, Jennifer Lopez was not happy. Jenny saw the paintballing images when the rest of the world did, and of course, it will make her question things from their time together, the source close to Lopez told the Daily Mail. Her friends have questioned how platonic Jen Garner and Ben are. She will feel betrayed because she invested so much time in supporting Ben through his challenges and had a rough year as their marriage broke down, the source added. Seeing how quickly he has started spending more time with Garner has exacerbated the concerns she already had about his relationship with her while they were married. You see, part of the reason Jennifer Lopez feels betrayed was because she turned to Jennifer Garner as a last resort to try and save her and Ben's marriage. At first, this might have sounded like a bold and mature move, but sources close to the situation revealed it didn't take long before things got messy. According to insiders, Lopez unintentionally, or maybe intentionally, started taking advantage of Jennifer Garner's good nature. Now, for those who don't know, Jennifer Garner has always stayed close to Ben despite their divorce. She's been open about her concerns for his well-being, especially given his past struggles with addiction and sobriety. So when Jenny came knocking, Jen Garner, being the kind-hearted person she is, stepped in to help. And at first it seemed like she was doing what she'd always done, looking out for Ben. But according to a source who spoke to the Daily Mail, things quickly spiraled. Jenny and Ben's fights were escalating, and before long, Jen Garner found herself playing the role of a full-time peacekeeper. But here's where it gets sticky. The source claims that J-Lo unintentionally turned Jennifer Garner into a pawn in her relationship with Ben. Whenever things got tough, Jenny would lean on Jen Garner for advice and support, putting her in the middle of conflicts that weren't hers to solve. Y'all, Jenny leaned on Jen Garner so much that Jen Garner's friends began to get worried because she was getting dragged into all their marital drama. Jen's friends didn't like how Jennifer Lopez was misusing Jen's kindness, and they wanted Jen to distance herself from Jennifer Lopez's messy relationship drama. Jen was put in the middle, and her friends think, no matter how you look at it, a man's ex-wife should never have to play mediator in a divorce from his new wife, especially when said wife was a big love who Jen was compared to throughout their 13-year marriage. She is happy that Ben is now happy. Now, you might be asking yourself, why would Jennifer Garner even put herself in this position? Well, the answer is simple. She cares about Ben. Despite their divorce, Jen has always prioritized Ben's well-being, especially as it relates to their 3 kids. An insider revealed that Jen was extremely concerned about Ben's sobriety and mental health. For Jen, this wasn't just about Jennifer Lopez or saving their marriage. It was about protecting the father of her kids and keeping their family as stable as possible. But while Jen's intentions were people around her weren't thrilled about the situation. Now, here's where things get really dramatic. Y'all, when Jennifer Lopez realized that her marriage to Ben was past the point of no return, she still turned to Jen Garner for support. Yep, even after it was clear the relationship couldn't be saved, Jenny leaned on Jen, fully aware of how complicated this would make things. And y'all, let's not ignore the emotional layers here. Imagine being Jennifer Garner, trying to help your ex-husband navigate his failing marriage, all while knowing how much pain their split caused you in the past. Sources close to Jen say she took it all in stride because, at the end of the day, her priority was Ben's health and the well-being of their kids.
A source tells ET that Ben and Jen have always been close and always will be. And right now, we're told she's a listening ear for him, while at the same time trying not to offer too much advice. But she knows him better than anyone and he respects her.
And as Jennifer's marriage crumbled, it became clear that Jen Garner couldn't fix what was broken. And honestly, it left a lot of people questioning Lopez's motives. Was she genuinely seeking help? Or was she trying to shift the emotional labor onto someone else? Now, this whole situation also raises questions about how Jenny and Ben's marriage might have impacted his sobriety journey. Jen Garner has always been protective of Ben, especially when it comes to his battles with addiction. She's been a steady presence in his life, even during his lowest moments, and has worked hard to shield their kids from the chaos of Hollywood. But Jennifer Lopez's lifestyle was very different. While Jen Garner was all about keeping things low-key and private, Jenny thrived in the spotlight. This fundamental difference reportedly caused a lot of tension in Jennifer's marriage, with Ben feeling overwhelmed by the constant media attention. Now, the Daily Mail reported that Ben was aware of the tricky situation that Jen was put in while she played marriage counselor to his marriage, and he didn't want to be a burden to the mother of his kids. So it seems he tried not to involve her as much. But Jennifer Garner had made it clear to him that he could come to her whenever he wanted to vent. However, it seems that after Jennifer Lopez filed for divorce from Ben, Jennifer Garner has made it clear whose side she is taking, and this has brought the two of them closer. The two even spent Thanksgiving together with their kids, and insiders say Ben feels blessed to have Jen in his corner. Fans at the time were already speculating about whether this could lead to a full-blown reconciliation. As for Jennifer Garner, sources said she was stepping back from the drama and focusing on her kids. And honestly, after everything she's been through, she deserves some peace. Y'all, reports started coming out that Ben and Jen were enjoying time together, so much so that they were planning to spend Christmas together. As for Jennifer Lopez, I bet she wasn't exactly thrilled about this. The person you brought in to help your marriage is now getting cozy with your soon-to-be ex. She must have been losing her mind. And to make the situation worse for her, Jennifer Garner no longer wanted to have anything to do with her. Jen had had enough of the drama and reportedly made it clear to Jennifer Lopez that any interaction should be about their kids, who grew close during Ben and Lopez's marriage. Jen and Ben's oldest child, Violet, grew really close to Lopez and even spent time with Lopez in the Hamptons during the summer. The two became so close that earlier in November, Lopez's sister Linda went to visit Violet in school at Yale. Given that Lopez had filed for divorce from Violet's dad, Jennifer Garner found the school visit very odd, but Jen would never stand in the way of her daughter continuing her relationship with Jennifer Lopez and her family. But Jen Garner has made it clear to Jennifer Lopez that her loyalty is to Ben and her kids. Now it seems that Jennifer Lopez had reason to be worried because it looks like Jen and Ben are headed for reconciliation. Could she have been double-crossed by Jen Garner? Or is it just coincidental that the destruction of her marriage brought Ben and Jen Garner back together? Y'all let me know what you think in the comments. Till next time, bye.